Hey all, welcome back to Sicarius Plays Oxygen Not Included Achievement Run. Let's just jump on into it and get talking about it, since we continue to be working on this issue. So we have started to keep get a good foothold into mid-game power. We have what I believe we have almost three of the mid-game power solutions of four. We have 2.5 of 4 mid-game power solutions. That being unpause, let the game load, get it going here for a second. The 4 mid-game power solutions being Nat Gas generators, solar, steam, which we got steam here, but ultimately, when it's talking about steam, it's talking about harnessing the power of this, and petroleum, which is this biome here. So we got two power solutions that are sitting in one biome, and ooh, look at all that molt. And we're really just kind of waiting on Poca Shells to ramp up our steel production so that we can really get into this biome. We had some bad luck with this biome. Rip Nisbet. Rip Bren. And so we're gonna try in this episode to get back into getting into this biome and actually containing what's going on here. Now that our dupes have full oxygen and we've got a fully intact spawn that works and not that weird Hydra thing that we were messing with. The Hydra has been taken apart completely, and we've started using it for gas storage. Additionally, we have a really strong back power spine solution coming through here. So, our power spine is starting to become strong on one side of the map, dominant on one side of the map. So we'll be able to do some large power transformer, and once we get lead, then we'll replace a lot of this stuff and free up a lot of the resources that were used in non-essential materials. We made manual generators out of gold amalgam, and that's just that's 400, 200. I don't know. Bunch of stuff that we made out of gold amalgam. Probably don't mind it so much here, but in other places in our base, it's not so great, right? We don't need it gold amalgam right here. Gold amalgam's great in the early game. We were transitioning away from the early game now, so we're trying to set foot solidly in the mid game, to be able to go into space and dominate space in a manner that that you should in Oxygen Not Included. I feel like a lot of people who play Oxygen Not Included get to maybe Cycle 500, where we just had a colony collapse, and maybe they don't understand why their colony collapsed. And so it's really important to reflect on those kinds of things in the moment, and while you have a pause button, to be able to look at those things. We made a bunch of allergy medication. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's what we meant to do. All right. Let's take a quick look at our achievements. Ironically, after we left on the last episode, I got an achievement. We got the achievement for the Totally Tubular, and it just happened to pop up right as I paused it, but before I had actually saved it to end for the night and start again. So we got that one. Honorary doctorate that requires us to go out here and finish space. These three, Home Sweet Home, we are not quite there yet, but we will be. Like, we're really close. And then we have to have a great monument. This one is a long-term one. Establish 5 colonies by building 5 mini pods. Study 10 artifacts. Artifacts are going to be fun. I love doing the space stuff in this game. It's actually really good. But it takes a while, so we don't have a Slickster tamed or a Puff. This little... Leave me alone. I know, I understand. This little pop-up is like right in the middle of our achievement. Tame a Slickster, tame a Puffed, tame a Gassy Moo. Those are 2 things we haven't done. Hopefully we will find a Puffed, or, I don't know, get one out of the printer pod, so we can get that one done. Slickster we can get done, because we have molten Slicksters down in the hot biome. And tame a Gassy Moo, there is a Gassy Moo planet, which is really fun. And then we will have this one. This one also is part of that. This is actually a pretty easy one to do now that we have hydrogen and an ethanol. You just fill the ethanol with hydrogen and then seal it off and it'll freeze itself. So I may do that in this episode as a real quick little get cold kind of thing. 100 tune-ups, how many we got? About halfway. We're about halfway there. So it takes about 5 days for a tune-up. Every 5 days with our tune-up, or with our tuner, was the last time that we checked it. It was like 4.5 days. Times 4. So we still have about 100 cycles of before we can have this complete. But we'll get there. No worries. Close to pulling back the veil. I think that if we get up top into space... Oh, we have actually explored space, so that is not an option. We're not going to actually get anything out of there. We're going to actually have to be down here and go to the bottom of the map. Okay, so that's for pulling back the veil. We're already... We got to go back... Got to go to the oil biome. Oil Texas biome is what I was going to say. Job suitability, we're not doing this quite yet because we tried to, but we failed. And so we're going to try again in a bit. And we don't have any of these yet. How far of our rad bolts? We got about 1,300 of rad bolts. That's one-tenth of the way there. And once we get into rad bolt ships, and we have actually a high amount of nuclear radioactive biomes. We have 3 that I see. We could actually make a small reactor and send, produce some some nuclear waste, and then we would have rad bolts for rad engines, and that would just be where we would want to be with space, because then we can go out and grab stuff and bring it in, and we can also do diamond production, which is important. You need diamond production from coal, so the coal is very important. So maintaining our hatch ranch is very important, because coal is just very important to getting to the mid game, because there's so many sources that require it. Your steel requires refined carbon. Your ceramic requires coal. If you don't have a good source of coal, and people don't even see that they need it so much sometimes, just a kind of a hidden little thing in the game that gets you if you're not paying attention. But most biomes have a lot of coal. So as long as you're digging, you also don't miss out on coal. All right, that's rad. Run research capacity for 5 cycles. We can actually build like I said, a four generator research reactor on the edge of the map. We need a lot of steel for that, and I don't know how much steel. Like, we need to focus on. We need to take a look at the Poca Shell and Paku relationship, because these two have a symbiotic relationship. These guys love to drop their, well, they excrete polluted dirt, right? So when they produce, or when they excrete polluted dirt, the the poka shells can use the polluted dirt, and we can like make a ranch out of this. So it might be very valuable for me to use this tank that currently exists as an actual ranch for both of them. Put doors here on top of this area to prevent the poka shell, like to prevent duplicates from going down there, but still allowing them to reach. And then having the Paku do what the Paku do. That we need to. Let's see here. We need to keep them in food. Yeah, this variable rate. We're just getting more water, right? We're going to be generating a whole lot of water. Additionally, something else I looked up online, and I never thought about this as a valid source, but we'll do this real quick. It doesn't take very much at all to get it done. We need to put our ice in the storage bins. We have multiple places where we have tons of ice, like actual tons of ice here. And this could be a good way to cool down our water here for multiple cycles. We're not going to ever be able to cool the water down to like 20 without some major aquatuner solutions, because we don't have supercoolant to be able to beat the temperature exchange, because right now we're using water to cool water, which is okay, but you're not really pulling as much out of the hot water as you could be. So putting the solution is to put your ice inside of storage bins, and that will help you with cooling down your water solution for many cycles. And that's true. Like if we go and we look here at the colony summary, we got this big old ice block. We got this ice block that we're kind of melting off here, and these three. We got a fair many of them. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. We kind of need to get rid of all this ice in this in this area. If this continues to melt, we're gonna have problems with our sleet wheat, and then we're not gonna be making frost burgers, and there's just a whole bunch of problems that come from this unrefrigerated. This our power solution. So again, we're still like messing with things. Which way do we feel pulled the most to be able to keep our colony safe, right? As we branch out, we're not stable. We're taking steps forward, and sometimes that comes in the form of like too much power usage with the aquatuners. We are trying to tuner too many things. Our base is looking pretty nice and 30. It's a little balmy for the world, but for Earth, but I mean, this is Florida weather here. Like, enjoy. And then they can come outside and it's a little cool and refreshing. Nice. Off camera also, and this is what caused the achievement to get pinged off of, was I fixed this. It really required me to go in here, repair everything with steel. I took out the battery and I made a little chimney, and the chimney stops different element. because steam is usually lower than oxygen, it will cause the polluted oxygen or the oxygen to go up here. You can put it up here and then come down here, make a tile here, and then delete it or off gas it. I deleted it. I don't care. And then you just repeat the cycle until you have your steam back. So that's what I did to fix this. It actually turned into a nightmare because there was sour gas and phosphorus in this tank. And as soon as it opened up, it just bloomed, and it was like a massive bloom of refined phosphorus. And you can see it here. There's just drips of it everywhere. Everywhere it got to 20, it just blossomed. We got it dug up here. It's all the way over here. Yeah. So that took like 5 seconds. I wish I had recorded it, but I didn't. But as soon as it bloomed, everything started getting filled up with these little rocks and stuff. And then I just, swept it up and fixed it. And it took a cycle or two. That was pretty much all that happened there. So this is under heal again. I made some adjustments here. We're now at 160 for the iron to try and get this to stay higher temperature so that these cook a little bit higher. This right here is working phenomenally. Like, we're putting out our temperature at 25. There's some 31 degree iron. Perfect. It's nice. This is a good takeover. I was looking at this, and I was specifically looking at this because I was actually considering coming in here and just destroying everything in here. Clearing out this entire biome and then making it all lava, and just letting this thing output lava and then do geothermal. It's an idea. I could entertain it, and you could also cook your water and make water with it, and so we wouldn't have to be using a desalinator. It'd just be straight water. I have a lot of hydrogen here. I haven't looked up at here. Our meteors are giving us problems. We don't have the steel to make the bunker doors to be able to fend off the amount of meteors that are hitting. So we need to make steel, and that now draw a line back to steel. In the last episode also, we tamed this here, this liquid sulfur vent. We tamed it in the manner that we closed it up, and we're bringing the hot sulfur over here and dropping it onto into this room, and this room is going to kind of become our what is this stuff called? Ceramic area, and the ceramic and the sulfur will maintain a heat for this steam turbine, and then we will use an aqua tuner whenever we get enough steel to metal tile everything on here down to the appropriate temperature here too. So that's kind of a in the works plan. 2 outputs here that are very end game important, right? Sulfur for your blossoms, or not your blossoms, but your grub fruit, and ceramic for perfect insulation. And now that this is captured, we can start looking at areas like right here might be really good. Let's see, like, can I make 96 tiles right here? Oh, I can make 8 or 76 tiles if I go this way. I can get 95 tiles ish in this area here pretty easily. We don't need 95. Oh, hey, I don't want to do that. And then get grub fruit up here, right where it's supposed to be, instead of way down here where it's not supposed. Where this is, we did this in an emergency, but you can see right now it's pretty stifled. It's having problems. I keep feeding iron and all kinds of stuff into it to try and keep it going. But it's never going to produce for us if we don't fully automate it, right? Like, they're spending too much time coming down all this way. I mean, like, this is a quarter of a dupe cycle to... Mari, how long does it take you to go where you're going? That's a quarter of his cycle just to get into the base from being out there. We can fix that also with plastic by this corridor, the corridor that I'm trying to build right here. And then we'll like have it come around and down, and eventually it's gonna go down here, and we'll get to that point. We don't have near enough plastic for that. Plastic, we only have 1230, so we're not going all the way down. I'm gonna start the engine. Let's get it going. It's got no slime. So let's work on the big dig. Let's get them digging and working on getting our resources, because we're starving for resources right now. So you can definitely nom this. Yeah, no, you don't have to clean that. You can have this. A little higher priority, but not as much as this one. They should start digging pretty quickly on this one. Well, actually like this, because they can actually get on here now. So we'll let them go that way. Suits. Here could be a great suit place. We've got power from this side. We got oxygen from this side. Oxygen enough for like 8 suits. This lets them out of the base from below so that they can come over here, and maybe we'll maybe use a transit tube to have them come right here-ish. Right? It's too high, right? It's just 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is where a transit tube could come in right here. and let them out this way. I don't know. The problem with suits is that they're a checkpoint, right? So you have to be real careful about how you get them set up. Could use this area right here for it. We already have gas coming in this way. We could use this area, and that lets them go down this way. I'm alright with this. I'm alright with that, kinda. I'm not really certain. So I'm noticing that they are doing silly things. They are trying to store this sulfur because it's at such a high rate, and they go and they run and they go and they run. But if we let them forget about the sulfur, then it gets eaten. And this is a big problem I'm noticing with this area here. Like, you don't really need to feed that, or feed them that high. Definitely need to drop that off here. Get them doing the tending and not the priorities. But that might also have been my making this a higher priority. We could have them work in suits, but then that would take them even longer to get here. We have a bathroom right here already. we also have this little cool little, you know, pre-built gravitas well here that could be our little hook to get them down here. Lots of different methods here, and just not, they're just doing so much, taking care of so many things. This must be overpowered. Like, there must be something going on that's shorting it. Because it never has enough energy. But the potential load here is only 1210 watts, right? It's just a little bit over an aqua tuner, so I'm very confused as to why the closest one here isn't getting energized. Remember when we took out this battery? That might be a reason to keep the battery in here, just so that we have a lot of power in here. Because these aren't going all the time. Or maybe we separate the cooking systems, but those are only 60. And the power for these are low because they're not producing, like, once they get their food to their appropriate temperature, then it goes into low power mode and is only using like 20 watts. So I think we're fine. What pollution? The rotten stuff. Why is our rotten stuff not being handled? Oh, bulk. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Or maybe I could put it down to a automatic storage sweeper and then drop all of our rotten fruit into here. Alright, that sounds like a good idea. Except I don't have one? No, what? I don't. I didn't. Where's the research for the automatic dropper? Huh? Did I not do the research for automatic droppers? Where are you? There's that. I didn't do the research for muxes because I don't really care. That's automatic dispenser. Oh, is it in shipping? No. Oh, metal ore 400 kilograms. We don't have metal. We don't use that thing, which people call metal ore. Why are you even in here breathing? Like, it's not... We've got oxygen in here. We're fully stocked. Alright. Ice. Ice in here. Only ice. Not polluted ice. That is not what... You do not want to have polluted ice in here. And we're gonna... It's a store, so... Store rhymes with 4. No light. It's because of power. Additionally, we want to deconstruct this. We need to bring up this bottom tile here, I feel like. What do we have in here? 8 kilograms of Nat Gas. We got a whole mess of stuff. Nothing useful at the moment. Sounds like printing pod. Excavation and construction, but they will be slowed down by that. Oh, do we have a Frankie? Do we have a Frankie? If we don't have a Frankie, we're gonna bring her in. All right, Frankie, you're in. You come with hard digging already, so I'm gonna give you. I want to give you athletics. I want you to wear a suit. And you like to dig, so like building and digging are your priorities. Where? Show me where. This overloaded. Oh, well, yeah, I can see why. Yeah, let's get iron. Let's get iron up in here. Replace this wire. Is this too hot? No, it's right at the border of what they can do. This room's cooking pretty good. What? We need to get this pufflet egg somewhere. We need to make a pufflet egg. That's where did we get pufflet egg? In here. Not steel. We'll put the pufflet eggs in here. I don't recall getting pufflet eggs, but here they are. Get them in there. Get this done. This is a high emergency. Like, this is an emergency. Get these in there, because I don't want pufflets like going and jumping around in my base. For critter, this is our puff. Oh, so we have puffs already? Must have just come in. I don't know. Weird. Curious. come on, finish this. You might not be able to. Alright, Puff's in here. What? Drop that puffed egg. Where are you taking it? Do I have something that is holding on to eggs? Is it maybe the conveyor loader? Is it being... Is it in here somewhere? I don't... A pufflet egg. Oh, I see. That's why they were taking it. Our slug plugs are tamed here. Okay. I don't necessarily care to have them ranched. Okay, so I must have gotten them out of the duplicate, or out of here, the printing pod. Here's some coal. We got a ton of coal. I don't know why I'm not just like working on a solution here for power. Here we're gonna do some extra power here. A little coal generator bank to fix the problem that is the metal. Metal. Wanted to get a big dig done, and I can't dig without getting it started, without getting the base to a safe starting point. I need to be digging down here too, where it's near. Give me the metal. I realize that this makes me need to have one of these. The metal. Let's keep looking for some metal here. Oh, we got some good metal all over right here. Here. It's a metal. Also, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants right here. And if I close this off, we could have a nature reserve as they come down here. Like maybe make a little water, a water trap. And so that they'll probably never ever go in here, but we can make a water trap real quick here. So like this block, like that, and maybe just dig all the water and put all the water from right here. we should put our door to... Perfect. Mop commands, so... Nice, nice. Now they can come in here and muck about if they want to. And this is a nice little area for them, and we can put in a pretty little park. So in case they were ever missing, home. Oh, no, this is a 1. This is, and these are, get this done by radio. And have a little bit of metal. 100's worth it here. Great. I know the grub fruits can live, the spare grub fruits can live their happy lives in their own little cage. They'll probably get stifled and, you know, become meat. But it's a nice little way station, right? Happy little way station. And now we have enough to build some actual... I actually brought steel. Alright. I mean that's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. How about 6 of them? And then we're gonna use this as our stopper for power, for like having power outages. We're no longer going to submit to the will. I'm sorry. We're no longer going to submit to the will of having power shortages. We will contain it with coal. There we go. And this will drop all of our polluted dirt into here, and that will be hunky-dory. Coal. Shipping, maybe? Autosweeper? Oh, I can actually get 3 off of 1? Let's do 3 then. Here, sorry. I mean, it's the same. And then I guess here, see, I guess this is one of those suits questions, right? Do you bring it across lower or higher? I know for a fact that is a hit wire bridge. And I want all this stuff done like right now. And then 1 more coal. And then automation wire is gonna come over here to just right here. And the automation wire is gonna go to, you guessed it, a smart battery. Because there's no need to use anything else other than smart batteries because they're smart batteries. I mean, I would think that priority 9 should be enough to keep them, getting them to do it. I actually have one right here, which could get disconnected. Okie dokie. Portable little gas room. I might actually... And what's funny is I might actually have to, like, move this over and then seal it all up by itself. Yeah. Bliss seed. 15 construction. Whoa. That is flatulent. -15 construction and -3 construction. Wow. Wow, Quinn. Wow. Do I have... Okay, so... we have a Steve... A Steve and a Quinn. We don't have a Steve or a Quinn. I don't really know how much of a creativity I need. Although creativity is good for getting me fossil, so this duplicate could be useful for just doing fossil work. Bliss burst seeds are more bliss bursts. We're at 18 duplicates, so I think that we're pretty good on... I just took the bliss burst. I think we're good for a little bit regarding regarding duplicates. But if one ever presents itself, we are definitely needing to take it. So we won't forget. Flower. Yeah. You know, I could maybe if I see more efficient thing. And the thing that I see that is more efficient is that if I destroy this one, I think I can hit all of them. See, now they're not working on it because it's not an immediate progress thing. Are you still trying to fetch? Okay, you're going on things. Pinch of pepper nut. Yeah, I'm gonna put the auto sweeper. I'm gonna put the auto sweeper right here. I think that might hit everything here. No. I wanted it to hit. It hits right there, but I don't think that gets everything, and that doesn't work at all. I want to hit I want to hit this spot too. Oh. Nope. Nope. Alright, never mind. I was trying to be fancy. I'm sure that there is a way that you can simplify it so that it doesn't require all of that, but here you go. I'm sorry I made you undo your work, dupes. I was trying to be highly efficient. Come on, get this fuzz on. Now they're gonna do it. No, stop taking coal from here. Dig, 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 build, build, build. We still have 33 units of data banks. Is there any research that we could be doing? This, right, this is still being done. Okay, good. We do have pit water, and we do have dirt in some capacity. Oh, I saw that circuit overloaded. I'm guessing they haven't touched over here. Oh, they got most of it before I started interrupting them. And I'm sure that they need planting, but this is actually really nice here. Just having 8 here, and if everything else comes in here, that's great, but we don't necessarily need it to be there. That's nice. Guess we don't even need this door here. Probably should have them mop up that area. Come on! Oh no. It'll probably take them a few days to get to here. The metal isn't in a good place either. The metal is really far over here, and we're like just doling it out in little bits. I think we're chewing through it all right. I increased this to 0.5 from 0.3, just to see if we're still getting metal out at a good temperature, and we are. We're getting it at 30. See that? Look, see how much they gotta run just to get little bits of metal. It's like, oof. All right, let's see if we can put some planties in here. I dare you to put in a spore child. And we don't. I'm gonna put a picture. I'm gonna put pictures right here, since we have the reed fiber now. I guess I'm gonna go this and mallow. The tag reads Molly. Molly's my kitty. That's my kitty. That's what my kitty's name is. No, that's cool. Why are you making a mess? Because I'm making you do this. You're a plant. You don't need to be that. You're storing, it's a 4. Come on, we just want regular stuff here. And all this carbon dioxide is going to go down here, and then this carbon skimmer is going to skim me a bunch of it. So if it's a store, it's a 4. Come on, guys. I don't have iron delivery here. Iron. Maybe somebody will deliver me a ton of iron, or deliver me a ton of iron here. But if I make it 9, they're gonna go do other things, so I kind of have to have them do this in priority. Starvation. Nisbet is hungry. You know why we're hungry? Because these Nat Gas geysers decide that they want to be offline so heavily. They're both putting out gas, so I don't know why we're running now. Also, I really want to come in here and put I really want to put a thing here so that it doesn't atmo under a 500. Otherwise, it's just soaking in what it can, and that would drain the battery a little bit faster. Anyway. Yeah, look at this Draconess. Look at all these Drex. We're gonna be swimming in plastic here soon. Look at that. We're almost at three tons of it. Sorry, that's not 3 tons. That would be 6. So we're almost at 1.5 tons of it. Then we got our Drecos in here, and these Drecos, I don't care if we don't get balm lilies from them. They are meat, and not only are they meat, they are meat stored in a good environment, or in a sterile environment. Come on, guys. Just drip, 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 drip. All right. We got a pufflet. I know somebody's probably going to die from this, but we need to tame that pufflet. It's a puff prince? Nope, it's a pufflet. Okay. Oh. Oh, we also got a little baby grub in here. You can hang out. You're friends. I'm gonna call you... Oh, well, I can't name you. I was gonna name you Puff Puff and Grublet. New printables. Mushrooms. A strong Quinn. A Joshua. I don't think I have a Joshua. I don't think I have a Joshua. Alright. This Joshua here is actually kind of deceptively good for me because... Oh, not algae, not eggshell, mud and polluted dirt, yeah, not slime. Really just... Yeah, really just those two. That's fine. At a real low rate. And that will drop off all that stuff here. Let's make sure up here that we have we have a spot for eggshell. Where is our eggshell? We don't need reed fiber in here. We have all the refined carbon we could possibly ever want. We have a spot for storing metals here. The same spot for storing metals. We're gonna turn this into shell. And then this is where we're gonna store our shell. Incapacitato! Ren! Oh no, this is too hot now. These are 9s because we should be wanting to... Come on. Anybody? Darn. This is too hot to NG tune up now. We do have polluted water coming at 25C here. That actually means that we could very easily influence what's going on. Oh, we were already trying here. But I think that if we brought over some cooling here. That might be good enough to stop this room from being too hot. Another problem with this is this room is going to be too hot to work in, so I don't really want to have them be working in here a lot. Are you hot? No, you're fine. Are you stifled? No, you're fine. Come on, guys, get the lead out. They use this area down here so much as a way around here. It's like, why aren't you coming across and then down? Alright. You get an ammo suit. Not made out of steel, please. I will allow her to work in this room much better. And then additionally, oh well, we could put critter eggs here at 1, but I don't, they would like go around and try and get them. Yeah, they're trying desperately to get the little bits of metal here that we're doling out. Let's dole out a whole bunch more. So let's go with 2. Let's see what happens when we do 2 units. trying to do too. That's great. That's a lot. I mean, that's still the same temperature. Iron's coming out at like 45 now. Well, it's getting at 35, 37. It's a little too much iron. It's not counting the iron in here, thankfully. Yeah, that iron's fine. We're gonna have to come tune this, probably. Oh, that's where the power comes. And we get that sweet power because we're appropriately pulling out the metal. Get your settings right, and man, it will do what it needs to do for you. Look at how long they are taking. Just running around. If I tell them not to, they won't ever do it. It'll wait forever. Tell me, why are you going all the way around? Why? Oh, I never built this stair. If you're watching on chat, or if you're watching and you saw that, congratulations. That is one little tricky. That was a tricky one here. Now they can get up through here and do what they want to do, and yes, that should be some saving of movement. Additionally, I could have them go, like, we now have plastic. I need them to finish this. This is most important. But if they're not completing it, the other side of me says if they're not completing it, it's because they just don't have, they're like spending most of their time working on it. So like, let's see how long the travel time was. 26%. I doubt it. Like 30% of your day just going back and forth, grabbing teeny bits of iron. And they're delivering it, but they're not building it yet because, for whatever reason. Alright, there we go. There you go. Loving it. Looking great. We're feeding these guys. Making a little power station right here. A little power subs. This is a substation. Yeah. We might put. We'll put. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. Now that it's relaxed, let's see how many people actually build on it. I mean, building is very high for my crew. Still delivering, so we're gonna let them work on that. It's Momo's lunchtime. I'm gonna let this run, and I'm gonna be right back, and we'll be right back when this is here, and I'm just gonna let it run. So enjoy Oxygen Not Included soundtrack. Some ambiance. I will make a noise when we're back. It will probably be in 5-10 minutes, so you can skip forward that long if you don't want to wait. We have to wait for this to finish, so before I continue. All right. A cycle and a half later, and they still haven't finished it. That's what I call efficiency. What is this glossy tracklet getting out of here with? Get out of here. Oh my gosh. An arbor acorn. Wow. 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 Well, that's ethanol. We can add ethanol to our choices here. Quickly build a hydro tile. Probably needs to be right here. This is hot. I guess suits. A suit to build this. It's gonna take them forever to do that, and they're gonna scald themselves. We're gonna put the arbor acorn right here, even though the pinch of pepper nut is there too. We're gonna uproot them. Actually, let's uproot both of them. We're gonna uproot these. We don't care about what this is, and we're gonna have this here. To get us lumber. Arbor acorn. Oh yeah, that's so cool. Collect them all. I didn't even have to go to the other asteroid. It's probably where the pip came from too. Nice. Needs dirt. Yep, needs dirt from pips probably. The pip cycle. Tempted to uproot all of this, destroy these two, and then have pips, but we are making so much reed fiber from having this divergent in here. Like, I'm happy about that one. It's killing it. Let's get an Atmos suit in here. Oh no. This little cuddle pip has undone all of these. Alright. You need a ventilation. We will chop all that off. We don't need that. Yep, quick check. Yep. All these suits are being powered. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling close to getting back up here. I just need this to be finished. They're so close. Oh, you know what the problem is? The problem is really I know what the problem is. Here's the problem. The problem is I need to store I need to be I need to be using this one yellow alert to be storing our iron. It's just a problem of getting it into the right places, right? So we need to use this to store our iron. I'm guessing that there was some in here. No, there's probably not. It said we have 10 tons of it, 13 tons of it. So let's get all that iron in here and then they'll finish this up. Dang. Come on, get these done too. Sorry, everybody, to be going back and forth on that. We're so close. Until like 70, 100. All right. Let's power one of these on. Oh wait, why wouldn't these be? I see. These should be powered. This is sweeping. Here we go. Let's put 10. Let's put 10 in here. And then this. And then this. And make them really important. Oh, it can't feed that. Oh, that's so annoying. You definitely can. Make that out of steel? Of course I did. Because, you know, I always make sweepers out of steel. That's surgical. Alright, that's done. Great. Okay. Okay. Deliver unto me the sweeper. Nice. Your priorities gotta be messed up. Oh, okay. Why you know do the thing. Battery is sufficiently full. I guess 100%. You're just always gonna. You should always be at 100%, and then let the let this tell you whether you're wrong. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Huge amounts of power now. Huge amounts of power. Now we've got a floor, right? Entombed. I'm really excited about having our coal generators here. These are going to make sure that when we go to bounce on the bottom of the floor of our power, that these are, like, we're not going to suffer too badly. They should be able to continue to kick on and continue our power everywhere here. These are getting hotter. I wonder if I should take this. People are very hot, warm, I think. Are they? People's, oh, those are others, but this will cause scaldings if I let them come in here. But if I don't, it might overheat. But it's all gold, so it's going to have to be pretty darn hot when it starts to scald. Picking up polluted dirt. Nice. Nice. Everything's feeling good. This needs to get corrected a bit, and let's look at ours. Do we have steel? We got the steel to do this now. Yeah. Did I do that with copper? I did. And we're doing, and this is, what? Oh, I was like, that's not automation. And this location here is specifically for cooling down this so that we can tame our ceramic and sulfur. And that way, those being normal temperature will mean that we have less problems just overall. And we need to tame ceramic. I'm going to make a little vent here because this is all this polluted oxygen is not great. Oh, no, we're not gonna have. It's not gonna be there. I guess it's gonna be right here. Yes. 30. New printables. Another arbor acorn. Not as important. Probably should fill this one with coal too. No, we're not going to do that today. Okay. And we could also just drop this down. Oh, well, I want it on the metal tile. That's the biggest thing, is I want it on the metal tile. I want the metal tile to be a way to cool it off down to our normal temperatures, so that we're throttling all this heat. This is in 3x speed too. Come on, Nisbet. Great. Not a lot. of coal, but enough. It's kind of too bad. Kind of too bad I can't get that. Oh, this right here. Well, maybe if I just deconstruct that. Nah, because then we don't have water here. We just have oxygen. This is starting to go off, so it's off of its it's off of its dormancy. Okay. Oh wait. Oh, coal. That's why. Okay, coal. Circuit overloaded right here. Wonder why. One yellow alert for an insulated tile. Got a bunch of people coming over to help me with it. I don't want too much coal in here. I only want enough to really keep this kiln running. Oh man, and of course I made the... Whoa, that's okay. It's okay, kiln can be made of copper ore. The aqua tuner, we're gonna connect up to our plumbing here. And that'll go around and try. It's really going out, so I really want it to... This is why you make your loops, right? Like, you make loops. Or you bridge on instead, right? Like with the liquid bridge. Liquid bridge will bridge on and never overflow because there won't be a spot for it to go. Great. Next, ventilation. And we got power, and we got power. I think it's time to get back down into here. We should do it. How should we do it? We have these conductive wires which can do suits. So this setup can hold suits. So we just need gas. I think I'm gonna let them go here, all the way here. And then maybe 4 or 5 suit. We'll just deconstruct this tile here and put suits here. The checkpoint will go right here, and all the rest of these will be suit docks. We will deconstruct these here. You won't be able to do that. I'm sorry. That's just high priority. Small little thing, but I think that this is important. They already finished it. So we are up to date on what we're going to be doing, like what our dupes are doing. Like we don't have a fall. We're not falling behind on our work. That's what I mean to be saying. You're gonna fix this circuit good. Alright. They'll work on that in their time. Yep, I know you can't breathe. Maybe just a regular gas vent? Like, that seems actually... That seemed, a little over the top. Great. Now they can't go through there. This will all get built now. We can open this door. Oh, thunder. Doesn't thunder often in Seattle. You get to learn another thing about me. I live in Seattle. I love it. Seattle is the home of all kinds of fun things, like the Seahawks and the Dragons and the Kraken, and those are all sports teams that I can say, and Vaughn's 1,000 Spirits and the Met and lots of downtown things like Pike's Place and Nazarene Parfumery, where I get my cologne. That's on First Street. Yeah, I love Seattle. Nintendo and Microsoft and Amazon and Facebook, they're all up here. Come on, get to the suit dock. It's that iron. We don't have a backup of iron. We're like using the iron as we're going. So they're spending ridiculous amounts of time getting that iron when, I don't know, no, we couldn't ship it. I don't think we have the materials to ship it. No, not really. Could ship it. At some point we will. Like, ship it here? I don't know. How long is that? Really long. It would save them tons of dupe time. But now we can't build anything with... Now we can't build anything else. I don't know. That seems silly. Do it! Oh, we do have the copper ore here, right? Like, could dig out the copper ore for this area. Where was that other? I saw another piece. Guess not. I could have sworn I saw a piece of copper right here. Yeah, okay. Nope. I just saw the 3. Here's iron ore. We can dig that up. Dig those pieces up. How's this going in here? It's warming up. We're getting warm. This is silly. This is silly, but this might actually save us a ton of time. I think it's a good idea. As much as it's going to take us some time to do. New printables. A huge medicine Meemaw. I think we got a Rowan and a Herald. Do we have a Rowan? Do we have a Meemaw? A Rowan or a Herald? Nope. None of them. He can't even build. You can't do you can't do any construction, so you're useful. Nah, salt. This is also kind of like less of a priority than say down there. Yeah. All right. Suits. You come all the way over here. What is going on? What have I done? This is the all critter. This is the Foster's home for runaway critters. Oh no. Can make them fight over mealwood, like plant one of everything that they like here. But also these Drecos need to be in here. And also this is now down to 2 or 3 critters because I can't feed them all. They really should be eating. They eat like 2.38% of a mealwood, so that might we don't want them going hungry. We want them tamed and cozy and making me lots of plastic. Yes, go Cuddlepip, go. Look at all these divergents. That's fine. Just make me your meat. All right, we got one suit set up. Yes. Somebody's suit. Let's make a song. Everyone's kind of out of their suits. However, now we can get back to here. I don't believe we have any more graves available. Yeah. So let us make our next layer of gravestones, which I was going to put here. I mean, it's delivered. It's getting there. They're delivering it. They'll make it eventually. How are they getting out? Question mark? Like, we're awaiting delivery of suits? There were 3? I am confused. Alright. That one's done, so we can do this one. At some point we'll close this off with, we got glass, but I don't think we can get to it. I don't think yeah, that's fine. These can go. Just bunked Ruby. Yeah, I think I got this mostly tamed, so I mean, they're fine. They're not gonna be able to get up here, and they're not gonna be scalding themselves. So I think that this is kind of a tame area for them to get past. You little sparkle streaker. Picking up the food, huh? Food must be super priority, I bet. 5? 8? It's fine. Pickle meal and fresh grub fruit. Why do you have pollution? Because it's polluted gas? Well, time to have a dupe stand here for a minute. Mari, I need you to stand right here. Mostly carbon dioxide. It's not fully, but great. Yeah. Go kitchen, go. Nice. Go Camille. Athletics 8. That's huge. I think it's time to make a tube. A transit tube down here. And then we're gonna come across here. I think we should we go right here? The doors are there. The fire pole is really useful, but well, I mean, it gets me, I could get to here. Let's get to here. And can I push everything over 1 and still be good? I think the answer to that is yes. No. The answer to that is no, because this auto sweeper is here. Well, we could just move the auto sweeper over to here. I mean, this one already is trying to do that. Deconstruct this, and this. Can you get to there? No, you can't. But that's okay. So I guess we deconstruct this. Never to worry. I think we got this. This will come down here. Down here, across here. Although, yep, they can go across the door. And then here, we'll go here, put a thing, put a pipe here. Well, I mean, might as well do it, right? Put a transit tube crossing here, and then we'll just land on this plant here. Yeah, the plastic. Okay, fine. Another thing I can do to save plastic is every other one. Don't need it here. I'll leave those. that should help us get some plastic in here. Ooh, ooh. Do we have an Ashcan, or do we need a Volpup? The Volpup is regolith, right? So, do we have an Ashcan? Let's check Ashcan. No Ashcan. So, we could bring Ashcan in, and that would make our 20 dupes. Great. There must be water here. There is. Heaven's Demergatory. You're fine, right? You're wild. You're doing your thing. You're giving me steel. We're looking at half a thing of steel, or wow, 2 tons of steel. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. All these little baby slug puglets. We gotta plug slug. Or they're not plug slugs. They're Drecos. We need to move them back so that they are happy in their ranch here. Let's get them plug slugs running. Oh yeah, you need to move there too. Somehow they all got free. There should be one critter in here, and that is the puff. Okay, so how are we out of power? You are not draining. How are we out of power here? What's interesting is all 3 of these are no longer connected to the network. Well, I mean, that makes sense to me, right? Totally didn't unbuild that myself. Let's make sure I didn't make any holes I didn't mean to. No, it looks like everything is good here. Could deconstruct this one too. Looks like you're fine here. Please to build me these. Let's get power back in this thing. What was this? What's this automating? Nothing anymore. This is not doing anything for us anymore. This one can go. These, there was also, like, this one can go. Didn't make sure to check to see if we had any other things that we could put in here. Definitely an oxygen, one of the oxygen masks for the memes. And Abyssalite is always cool to look at. A piece of abyssalite. There we go. This is now breathing. What are you looking at? What? Something got through? Salt water got through? Uh-oh. Where did salt water come from? All right. Let's deconstruct these doors. We're moving everything over. It's got to be better metal than steel to make that out of. Really, I feel like that. Like, we need to move this. Because nothing's in here anymore. I don't know why I keep fighting this farm. This farm needs to go far up top. Alright, so we're going to let them finish this real quick. I'm actually way over time. It's been 2 hours. And you know, watch time needs to be way less than that. So we're gonna end it up here, and we're gonna just start another one. We're gonna keep going in case you want to keep watching, but for the algorithm, we're gonna stop, dropping